In this adventure, I spent over 30,000 Lego bricks. My minifigures will fight zombies and other mighty enemies with 62 play features, travel through the worlds of Ninjago and Minecraft, and in the end, they need to collect all 8 gems of different colors to form a secret weapon. In the last episode, Bob protected his house and invented anti-zombie spray, but now the real challenge begins. He's upgrading his weapons on the workbench, preparing for his escape. At the back, there is a hidden exit. Twist the crate, and the wall swings open to reveal a tunnel. Bob grabs the shaft and spins down. As he drops, his outfit magically changes into a chemical suit. He needs to find someone who knows where the gems are. Meanwhile, in the secret base, Kai is surrounded by zombies. He has to hold the base and take out as many zombies as he can. Luckily, the whole base is packed with defense contraptions. The training stations are connected by gears and racks underneath. They spin like crazy, slicing down any zombies that get within range of their blades. Kai spots a zombie over here, standing right on top of a trap, so he simply steps back and lets the floor crack open. The sharp teeth take the zombie down instantly. They are controlled by this button over here. For these two, Kai jumps and stomps on the floor, which acts as a lever. It throws the zombies off like a catapult. But it's not over yet. As soon as this zombie gets up, it steps on the stud and gets yanked up by Kai with the longer lever. No way to escape now. Another zombie keeps up the attack, but it's too late. Here is a trigger. Just give it a nudge and the cage drops down, trapping the zombie like a snare in the woods. As Kai looks away, 2 mutant zombies approach. They're a lot like Garmadon, stronger than ordinary zombies, but not as strong as the hidden laser shooters. Loaded beneath the floor, they're triggered by a single Lego tile. Quietly, a zombie sneaks up behind Kai. It tries to ambush him, but something else is ambushing it. Swords drop down, and 2 long arms suddenly stab the zombie. This contraption may look like a decoration, but in the right hands, it's deadly. Even the bamboo is a well-prepared trap. There's more. Kai has a giant crossbow ready for the zombies. It's a compact little fidget, but also very powerful. All you need to do is press the stud and let it fire with a push. But the zombies just keep rushing in. At that moment, Bob arrives with his anti-zombie spray. He sprays them as if they were bedbugs, and the mist knocks them out temporarily. Seizing the chance, Kai kicks into his spinjitzu mode and whirls into a red tornado. With a single attack, he wipes out every zombie in the room. Kai is thrilled to see Bob and tells him that the first gem is right here in this secret base. Just pull this hidden panel and the secret gate opens, revealing the red gem inside. From here, they will set off to collect all 8 gems, and the second one is said to have something to do with dinosaurs. Then there is only one place left in Lego City, the Dino Lab, where you dig up fossils and do all kinds of scientific research. Speaking of science, if you take this pair of binoculars and a transparent blue tile, you can easily build a mini microscope. You can also make an oxygen tank with blue round bricks, and personally, I'd hide some snacks in my office just in case of an emergency. There are also researchers who study dinosaur eggs, dig up fossils, and keeps an eye on ancient mosquitoes. On their way to the Dino Lab, Kai and Bob are pursued by zombies. They need to get rid of them on this bridge. If I pull this Lego piece, the bridge will drop quickly, sending it into the fans in the river. This is a very satisfying build. Besides that, there is one more. Bob spots a nearby crane and drives it to knock out the zombie like a bowling ball. Finally, they reach the Dino Lab, but no one has ever heard about the gem. This is not the biggest problem though. Inside the soul, the force of a T-Rex suddenly comes back to life. It rises as if it were still alive, probably because of the zombie outbreak. Easily lifted with this handle design, the T-Rex starts its attack. Bob can do nothing but barely escape from its jaws, while Kai hacks at its bones, but it feels no pain. Kai tries to parry its bite, but the fossil is too strong. He uses a katana to blow its jaws, but it snaps it with ease. The whole lab is in danger. But here, let me support Kai with a clever build. With this structure, Kai can launch powerful air attacks. He spins and slices through the T-Rex neck bone, chopping its head off. This boat move saves everyone in the lab and catches Bob's attention. He spots a painting on the wall. He tells Kai to stab it, and as the painting falls, a rock suddenly appears. The rock's movement relies on this pink piece, and it's quite satisfying. After getting the rock, they guess the gem might be inside. They try to cut it open using a machine in the lab. They secure the rock with 2 robotic arms and use a laser beam to slice it. When the arms pull it apart, they spot the light blue gem. Now they've secured 2 of the 8. Kai and Bob settle for the 3rd gem with a radar from the Dino Lab, which shows it should be near a sewage. But they're not alone. Suddenly, a mutant monster appears. It's Bombardiro Crocodilo, and he launches a bomb at them. This enrages Kai, and he summons his firepower. He runs, leaps into the air, spins, and burns the monster in an instant. Hiding in the back is another monster, Trararero, Trarara, but it is too weak. Bob scares it off just by showing his gun. At this moment, the water pipe above their heads starts to break apart from Kai's powerful moves. Unfortunately, it's connected to everyone's toilets. It dumps poop. But among the mess, he spots the hidden green gem. But it's too early to celebrate. There is a hidden knob behind the wall, and when pushes it, Bob drops straight into the underground. Bob almost blacks out from the fall, but when he gets up, he realizes he's in the subway. More zombies appear, and he quickly shoots at the chemical waste. The toxic sludge pours down and wipes out the zombies. Down the tracks, the real monster awakens, the trained spider monster known as Trochu Charles. Bob runs for his life with the formidable spider monster close behind. Ahead of Bob is a subway station. Luckily, the tunnel is too narrow, blocking the monster outside. Inside the station, a subway train catches Bob's attention. Its doors open just like real ones, and when he steps inside, he discovers a chest. Bob examines the chest, and to his surprise, there is a gem inside. Now they've collected 4 out of 8 gems. But the station isn't safe. A zombie is trying to break in, and another is riding the escalator. Suddenly, the floor cracks open, and the zombie leaps out from underneath. This mechanism perfectly delivers a zombie from nowhere. Bob has no way out, but at the other end, a purple portal gate appears. With no other choice, he dashes through the portal with his gem and is teleported to the Nether, where he meets Steve. Steve said there is a gem in the Nether, but first they have to deal with the hostiles. They release the lava to destroy the skeleton, but the gas in the air is a bigger problem. It shoots fireballs when the axle is pushed from behind. To make things worse, a zombie follows through the portal, but it doesn't last long. A Huckling charges at it and knocks it straight into the lava. Thank you, Huckling. Steve manages to build a minecart, but traveling over lava is dangerous because of the magma cubes. Using this mechanism, Steve gets lifted above them and is safe for now. But Bob is surrounded by zombified piglins. To save him, Steve spots some TNT and loads it into a minecart, sending it down the track. When it reaches the piglins, it explodes. Finally, they take out the enemies and find the gem. Clearing away the debris releases a flow of lava, and in the debris lies the orange gem. Suddenly, the lava stirs. Something huge is emerging. It's a giant magma cube. It leaps towards them, forcing them to run for their lives. Steve spots a portal on a strider, and they both escape through it. Back in the overworld, Steve and Bob continue searching for more gems. They arrive at a hidden place that nobody ever visits, but besides the treasure, there are also monsters. A monster spawner guards the chest. The first danger strikes as soon as they enter the room. Rocks fall toward Bob, nearly piercing his head. But the real problem is the monster spawner. As they get closer, it activates and a mini zombie starts spinning inside. This effect is achieved by a hidden mechanism underneath the Lego plates. All kinds of monsters spawn as the spawner keeps running. A skeleton appears from behind the wall, and on the other side, there's even a wither skeleton. It shouldn't be here. And there's more. A zombie drops down with the waterfall triggered by the plant pieces. Together, they all close in on Steve and Bob, but they can handle it. Together, they take out the first wave and equip the torches. Then they place torches around the spawner to make the light brighter. This way, the spawner is deactivated. In the chest, they discover another gem, the yellow gem. Now they have 6. As they exit the monster room, Steve and Bob are blocked by a chicken. More specifically, a chicken jockey. A baby zombie drops from the box above and charges at Steve, knocking him out. It's hard to make Lego figures walk, but I did it. But this chicken actually walks. The box can be opened simply by pulling this axle, and the chicken walks with the help of a mechanism underneath the plates. When I slide the button, the chicken moves in sync. I also added tiny magnets to both the chicken and the zombie so they snap together perfectly. Anyway, they manage to escape and come across a strange whale. As Bob approaches, an orange gem suddenly rises from the water. Feeling suspicious, Bob doesn't touch it. Suddenly, the gem retracts and the skull on the wall drops into the well. It was a trap. The gem was fake, but the real message is on the skull. It must be important. Across the lava river, there is a vault full of treasures, but first, they need to get across. This won't be hard. They set up an elastic ladder and use it to bounce themselves to the other side. Now they realize this round machine is a combination lock guarding the vault, and there is no way to open. Wait, the code is exactly what they saw on the skull. They decide to give it a try. First turn the knob clockwise until the thunder mark aligns with the red pointer, then turn it counterclockwise and align the chicken mark. Finally, turn it clockwise again to align the McDonald's mark. And it actually works, just like a real functional lock. The lock swings open. The combination works. Now they can see the vault. Inside is the 7th gem, a deep blue one. They decide to head back through the portal to find Kai. On the other side, there's still one gem left to discover, but time is running out. Kai has already encountered the final boss. Suddenly, the coffin slides open, revealing the creature inside. It's zombie Doctor Strange. He summons the zombies around him, and now they understand why there are always more of them. But no one can rival zombie Doctor Strange. Steve is chained, Kai is under his control, and Bob is pushed to the brink. In desperation, Bob spots a book. As he flips through it, hoping for the intel, he accidentally triggers the 8th gem. Finally, all the gems are found. The book says all 8 gems must be combined in the white frame above the castle. So Bob takes them out and uses the only way to combine them, an illegal building technique. The secret weapon looks a lot like stained glass, and all you need to do is place it under sunlight. It magnifies the sound's power thousands of times, instantly burning all the zombies to ashes. Good job, guys!